Hello everyone. In the last lecture we saw the definition of curve fitting and the advantages of curve fitting. And in this lecture we will see the method which is used to do curve fitting. Okay. So for curve fitting the most used method is linear least square algorithm. Linear least square algorithm is the strongest and very oftenly used method for doing curve fitting. Okay, so suppose you have independent variables x1 x2 x3 xn and y dependent variables y1 y2 y3 yn. At x1 the value of y is y1, at x2 the value of y is y2, and at x3 the value of y is y3, and so on. Okay, so these are your independent variables and these are your corresponding dependent variables. Okay, so uh, I'm not going to the algorithm because this algorithm was given like 100 years before, so discussing the algorithm is of no use. We will directly come to the method. Okay, so in linear least square method we are going to fit a linear curve or a straight line of the form y is equal to ax plus b. Okay, so linear least square method linear least square algorithm uses the technique. If you see any numerical textbook, it will find a curve, linear curve, such that the square of the distance from the points like y1, y2, y3 up to yn, the square of the distance. Okay, the square of the distance, the sum of the squares of the distance is the least. Okay, the sum of the squares of the distance of the straight line will be least. Okay, the sum of the square of this distance plus the sum of the square of this distance plus sum of the square of this distance plus this distance, all this distances, the sum of the squares of all these distances will be the least. Okay, so if you have any textbook, please go through the algorithm. If you do not understand, you can ask me in the class, I will explain you. Okay, so the straight line equation is y is equal to x plus b. Okay, and this will be the simplified mathematical model to this data. Okay, where a is given by the formula n. N is your number of experimental data points. N is your number of experimental data points, and the suffix I varies from 1 to n. Okay, so a is given by the formula n times sigma xi yi. Remember, x is your independent variable, y is your dependent variable. So the product of x and y minus sigma xi times sigma yi over n times sigma xi minus sigma xi the whole square, where b is given by the formula sigma xi square sigma yi minus sigma xi yi times sigma xi over n sigma xi square minus sigma xi the whole square. In both a and b, if you see the denominator, it is same. Okay, the denominator is same, only you need to remember the numerators. And remember, it is very important to remember this formula. If you remember this two formula, you can do any problem. Okay, so please try to remember this two formula. Okay, it won't be given in the exam, you need to remember this two formula. Okay, so let's do one problem to understand this method. Okay, let's do one numerical problem. Okay, so the problem is here: using the method of least squares, find the linear function that best fits the following data. Okay, so this is your experimental data. Remember, x is always your independent variable and y is always your dependent variable. Okay, so at different x, the corresponding values of y are given. You need to fit a linear curve or a straight line that best represents this data using a least square method. Okay, so In the exam it will be given like this, so your solution should be like this. So solution, you should write each and every step very clearly in the examination. So you should start with the simplified linear function is of the form y is equal to ax plus b. Using linear least square method, the value of a is given by this formula and the value of b is given by this formula. Okay, so let's find summation of xy, summation of x, summation of y, and summation of x square, and then substitute these values in this formula to get the values of a and b. Okay, so to do that, we want to do that. Okay, let's draw the table again, where you will have x values, y values, and xy, product of x and y, corresponding values. 1 into 25, it is 25. 1.5 times 31, it is 46.5. Similarly, x square values. Okay, so 1 square is 1, 1.5, the whole square is 2.25, all this. Okay, and at the end it is summation of x, summation of y, summation of xy, summation of x square. Okay, and to find the value of a, the formula is this: n times sigma xi yi minus sigma xi times sigma yi over n sigma xi square minus sigma xi the whole square. N is number of experimental data points. So here the number of data points are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, total 7 data points are there. So n will become 7. Sigma xi yi, sigma xi yi is 554. Substitute 554 minus sigma xi times sigma yi. Sigma xi is 17.5 and sigma yi is 214. Okay, n times sigma xi square, sigma xi square, xi square sigma, so x square sigma is 50.75. Okay, minus sigma xi the whole square, so x sigma x is 17.5 to the whole square. So if you plug the values there, and if you calculate, you will get a as 2.71428571. In the exam, do up to only 4 digits, no need of 7 or 8 digits. Up to 4 digits is recommended, since this is an approximate function. So more the digits, more accurate is this solution. But in the examination, just round up to only 4 digits. Okay, after decimal. Similarly, if you try to find the value of b, you will get 23.785714. Okay, so the best linear fit is y is equal to 2.7143x plus 23.7857. Okay, so in this way, using the formula of a and formula of b, you can fit a linear curve or a straight line of the form y is equal to x plus b to any experimental data. Okay, to any experimental data. Okay, thank you.